I'm not Nancy's mother.
Your Christianity makes me want to barf.
Nancy is not going to change until she has to change.
She's just trying to cut me out of her will.
Nancy is not going to change.
Money's been disappearing somehow, Terry. I don't like to think about it either, but what other explanation could there be?
You are underestimating the trouble Nancy can cause. She's already coming between you and Scott.
You wait a minute. She's your sister. You better do something about her, or I will. It's like knowing that a bomb is going to explode in our living room.
Nancy is not going to change.
She was just in Peter's room.
Nancy is not going to change.
She's just trying to cut me out of her will.
Nancy is not going to change.
Well, she's going to be sorry when I get through with her.
Nancy is only eager to help herself, Terry. You'll find that out.
I wish you were dead!
Mom, you see my hat? More than that, I just tested it for you. So far, I passed the flying colors, which is more than I can say for me. I think I've only got 2, black and blue.
Oops, sorry about that, but I'm glad you found it.
Well, now I know why they call it a hard hat.
Yeah, some guy at work told me that his hard hat saved his life once. Some guy dropped a hammer.
Peter, I don't want you in any danger.
Oh, it'll be okay. Mr. Prescott makes everybody wear those things. He said a hard hat protects a hard head.
Well, just make sure that you always wear yours, except at the table. And, why are you wearing work clothes to school?
I gotta go to work right after school.
Well, why can't you change them at home like you usually do?
Well, because we got this lumber and pipe delivery before 3 o'clock. Besides, I want to impress the kids at school. I'm gonna tell them the PD stands for Police Department. How about private detective?
Oh, Peter!
Okay, well, I'll tell them that it stands for Peter Davidson. No, seriously. I'm proud to work for Prescott Development.
And I'm proud of you. But maybe this job's too much for you right now. I mean, what with your schoolwork and senior activities and your father...
Mom, I can handle it. I can. Besides, we need the extra money.
Peter,
and
I don't...
I'm going to take care of you. Everything's fine on my end. I was kind of worried about you. I heard you groaning in your sleep last night.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, must have been a bad dream.
You want to talk about it?
I'm sure it was nothing. I'm fine, really.
You can talk to me, okay? I understand.
I know, honey. I'm okay. It's just that I miss your father, that's all.
Me too. Sure is quiet in the mornings without him. And Nancy.
Well, thank heavens we still have each other.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go. I hope my car starts in this weather.
Oh, well, listen, I can drop you if it doesn't. I'm working days from now on.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I hope I don't have to take you up on that. See you tonight, okay?
Be careful.
All right.
Another malpractice suit. Prominent physician, too. No wonder my insurance doubled this year.
Ben. Ben, that's just another reason to move.
What?
Ben, listen. Month after month, it's been nothing but expenses. You're shelling out and nothing's coming in. Doesn't that bother you?
Of course it does, but I have to do it right now.
This is really starting to get to me. You're being awfully stubborn about this, you know.
Lori, we've been over this before. I thought all of this was settled.
Settled for you, maybe, but not for me.
Well, now why does it bother you so much that I want to keep my own practice?
It's not your practice that's in question, Ben. It's the wisdom of keeping it at Hollister Square.
Since when is following my convictions a dumb thing?
When your convictions begin to blind you to reality, Ben, that's not being wise.
The reality is this. I have spent nearly every penny of my money on that place. Now, do you know what that means? I have to fight or lose everything to Charles Carpenter, including my self-respect.
Ben, won't you do this for me? Please, for us. Look in the paper for a new location. You might be able to find one in the same neighborhood.
It doesn't make sense. I'd lose 6 months' rent just like that.
You've already lost most of your patience.
Very funny, losing my patience.
I didn't. You know what I mean.
Please, try and understand this, Lori. It's the money. Everything I put into that place is mine.
I didn't question that.
We didn't question this condo when my parents gave it to us.
You didn't appreciate their generosity.
Yes, of course I did, but it's not the same thing as building something from scratch, like a medical practice.
Then you're determined to fight.
To the bitter end. Please just bear with me. I mean, I'd move out of this condo before I move out of Hollister Square.
Time is noon already. How come I feel so lousy? Come on, I gotta get something to eat and get to work.
Miriam? Where were you this morning? I needed you at the office.
Daddy, I'm sorry. I just felt terrible. I couldn't
Yes.
go.
And from the looks of things, up partying all night, I suppose.
That's not true. I happen to have been entertaining some of your clients.
Well, just look at this place.
Nice place.
Well, what about the work that's piling up at the office? How do you suppose that gets done?
Wait a minute. What do you want me to do here? Do you want me to take care of the house, or do you want me to go down and play file clerk and telephone
Don't
operator?
you get cute with me, young lady. You practically begged me for that job, and out of my generosity, I saw to it that you got it.
Right, but being a housekeeper wasn't a part of that bargain.
Look at that. You haven't cleaned this place for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Now, I cannot stand any untidiness.
I happen to be sorry, but if you wanted the place to be spick and span, why don't you go bring Mother back? It's not my lifestyle.
Well, I suggest you make just 1 or 2 adjustments in that lifestyle of yours, or you may find yourself looking for another place to live.
Why, you plan on taking up an apron and go scrubbing the floors?
I just don't want to hear any more about this argument. Miriam, that thing has been here since yesterday.
I know. Daddy, the bag needs emptying.
And I suppose you don't know how to do it.
Well, I'm allergic to dust. Remember that?
Then wear a mask or hold your breath, but for Pete's sake, do something.
How about if I just put it away?
Ugh, I shudder to think what that kitchen looks like.
Picture it the way it was this morning. It's still the same.
Well, I'm going out for lunch.
And I'm staying in for breakfast.
And I want you to make a dent in this place. When I come back from lunch, I want to find you waiting in the office.
Are you planning on taking a long lunch?
2 hours, that's all. And if I do not find you working at your desk when I get back, there will be somebody else sitting at it tomorrow morning.
Oh, Daddy, don't threaten me. You know you can never replace me.
Don't push me, Mim. Remember, your friend Nancy Lawson was quite interested before.
She'd never work for you.
Miriam, 2 hours.
Don't count on it.
Just make yourself comfortable. Coffee's on the way.
Since when do you drink coffee? It's not all that good for you, you know.
I don't. I got it special for you. Your favorite brand and half a teaspoon of sugar.
What a gal. It's the little things that count.
Well, you're worth it.
I'm gonna miss you.
Why, are you leaving town?
Well, just for a week or so. But I'm gonna miss you just the same.
Chicago? Or
Yeah, well, I got some loose ends I gotta tie up, and then I'll be out of there for good.
you think maybe you'll settle down around here?
I think. I kind of like this place, Becky. It's not too big, not too small, you know what I mean? And it's still growing. There's plenty of legitimate business opportunities.
And you'll be around us. I like that, Vince.
Me too. Besides, I got to keep an eye on that boy of mine. Make sure that he takes good care of you and the little one. All right, now what's that? What's the matter?
I just can't imagine you being a grandpa holding a little baby.
You don't think I can handle one?
Oh, no,
huh?
no, it's not that. It's just some guys, you just can't picture them holding a little baby, you know?
Yeah, just for that. I'm going to leave the diaper changing up to you.
Isn't that just like a grandpa, huh?
You know, Becky, you're going to make a good little mother. Huh? All the qualities are there.
Yeah, well, father's not too shabby either.
Well, he's still pretty stubborn, but he's coming along. Now all we got to do is make sure he gets through medical school, right?
Well, he won't have any problem with that. He's got the two of us behind him, right?
You still with that musical group?
Yeah, for better or worse.
What does that mean?
I mean, the group is doing better, but Russ is doing worse.
Well, that isn't anything the two of you can't work out between you, is it?
No, we'll work it out. How's things between you and Carrie?
Oh, well, we said goodbye. She went back to Chicago, and that's that. You know, people are funny, Becky. They break up and make up and break up again. But love goes on. And life goes on.
Has to, Vince. Life has to go on.
Well, Vicki, now that you've had the orientation tour, are you having second thoughts about working here?
No, not at all. I'm
No.
very anxious to get to work.
Oh, so you're excited about your new assignment, huh?
Sure am. Do you have one for me?
Well, pretty soon you're going to be sorry about asking that question. Right now we've got some more paperwork here. Now, this is the payroll authorization. You'll need to take this down to personnel along with the file that you have. Okay. Otherwise, they won't be able to pay you for the work that I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Yeah, now your first project won't be something that you can finish overnight.
Hey, Riddlin, I need to talk to you.
You see that pile of maps back there?
Hey, look, can't this wait till later? I have something important to discuss here.
Webster, can't you see that I'm busy, man? Excuse me, Vicki, can you?
Yeah, I'll take this file to personnel.
Okay, that'll be fine. Thanks very much.
I sure do like your new office furnishings. Real class, for a change.
Listen, Webster, let's get something straight here. Now, it's rude to interrupt, and I don't like rudeness,
Look,
man.
stay cool, Redlin. I think you'll calm down when you find out why I'm here.
There's nothing that you could ever say that would have a calming effect.
The 16th is the day. Well, mark that down on
It's
your
the day
calendar.
of the hearing. I know when it is.
Yeah, that's right. I hope you got your ducks all in a row.
We're prepared, if that's what you're talking about.
Be prepared. Isn't that what they say? Just like a good Boy Scout?
Webster, we both know when the hearing is, so why don't you stop wasting my time?
Or maybe you missed my point. You see, well, who's presiding at the hearing?
Commissioner Slaymaker usually does that.
And Commissioner Prescott.
Yep. So?
Well, I just want you to know that now you're going to have to convince two politicians that you're not standing in the way of progress.
Hey, listen, I don't have to hear this. Save your threats for the hearing, huh?
Just a word to the wise, Redlin, that's all. You know, you're on the hot seat now. No more Samantha Marshall to hide behind. Hey, that real cute little gal that was in here just now. She next in line for your job? You think about that, Redlin.
Jeff, I don't want to bore you with my problems.
Believe it or not, that's why I came. To help if I can.
Well, I appreciate that, Jeff. I really do. But now it's up to me. I mean, does Ben Martin stand and fight or turn tail and run?
I don't think that's the right question, Ben.
And what is the right question?
You should be asking yourself, what does God want me to do with my talents right now?
Talents?
Yeah, you're a physician, right? You take care of the sick, treat the ill.
So, what does that have to do with it?
Answer the question.
Well, as you can see from the empty waiting room in there, my talents aren't being used to their fullest capacity.
There. You just answered the real question.
Does that mean I'm wasting my time fighting Carpenter?
Well, you might win the battle and lose the whole war.
So the principle I was fighting for was really a diversion.
Sort of like the golden calf. It seemed like the right thing to believe in at the time.
So, Jeff,
What's that, Doctor?
you think it's time for me to stop fighting the war and start caring for the sick and wounded, huh?
The most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. How to label these things. I've got to look through the whole thing just to find the right one I want.
Gee, what are you playing with there?
Hey,
One of those new executive games?
No, it's called Maze of Maps.
Here, let me help you. Now, if I find the right one, what do I win?
You get to catalog them all and put them back in the bin.
You know, it's a shame your office has such an ancient system of record keeping.
What are you talking about, Leon?
Microfilm, that's what. See this map? Microfilm shrinks it to the size of your fingernail. Put them all on microfilm, you have a real efficient system here.
Yeah. Hey, how come you know so much about microfilm?
Marshall Enterprises, at your service. No job's too small. Give Marshall a call.
Don't tell me that you sell microfilm equipment too, huh?
Yeah, one of the many facets of Marshall Enterprises.
Knowing you'd kill me on the markup, man.
Wholesale, my man, wholesale. And I have the perfect system for this office.
Thanks, Leon. Maybe some other time, but right now I'm gonna put my new assistant to work on this job.
Hey, what did you think of the cute little fox I sent over?
Couldn't use her. Man, if that's the caliber of people you hire at Marshall Enterprise, you'd be lucky to sell anything.
Gene, are you sure we're talking about the same person that...
Leon, I got the job.
Vicki, all right. Gene, you were just feeding me a line, weren't you?
Leon, I can't thank you enough for telling me about this job opening.
I see. I told you she was dynamite. Gene, you feeling all right?
Yeah, I just naturally thought you sent the other girl.
And the other girl was black, right?
Mr. Redland, would you mind if I make a suggestion? It's about the assignment you gave me. I think it would save us time and money in the long run.
Sure, Vicki, and what is that?
We could take every one of our maps and put them on
Microfilm.
Oh, you've already thought of that.
Hi, babe.
Hello there,
What is this?
Mr. Weaver. I've been waiting for you.
You have, huh?
Yeah. Come here. Come in and relax. I've got the wine all poured, and the steaks are almost ready, and your hostess awaits.
I don't believe this. I must be in heaven, huh?
Yeah, you are in heaven.
Yeah.
I thought we'd take a change from the macaroni and cheese.
Man. Now I know why I married you.
Why, am I showing?
I need something else, babe. I love you.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna love this dinner, too. So sit down and try the wine.
Well, you sly little fox, you. Is that what you use the extra grocery money for?
Yeah. Here, a toast to Russ and Becky.
No. To us. May all of our dreams come true. And you know, I think it's already started to happen. Don't answer it.
Come on, we can't just let it ring.
Let it ring. You'll call back.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Russ, come on.
Oh, yeah, Coach. Darn, Coach said he was going to call me this evening.
Yeah, I'll get it. Hello? Oh, hi. No, we were just sitting down to dinner. No, it's okay. Just, well, tell me. What? You're kidding! Oh, Phil, I didn't think of things like that happen so quick. Oh, that's good. Let me tell Russ, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye. Russ, you won't believe it.
Yeah, when Phil talks, people listen. Right?
We finally got the break we've been working so hard for all this time. We're going to New York to cut a demo tape.
We're going to New York. What is this? Another night on the road with the guys?
Russ, don't you understand? This is a chance at a record album. An album.
I don't believe this. You set me up with all this fancy dinner, your lovey-dovey act. Come on in, your hostess awaits. Then the phone rings. It's all a setup, man, isn't it?
Oh, come on. How can you say something like that? Russ, I did all this because I love you.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, Becca, that's a little hard for me to swallow right now.
Here's your steak. You better eat it.
Yeah, sure. Wouldn't want these to go to waste.